Hello everyone, good morning. In today's class, we are going to talk about mainly what is database, what is schema, how to create database, okay? What is SQL, what are the different types of SQL commands we have, and what is the roadmap, okay? What is the roadmap, okay? What is the roadmap to learn SQL, okay? What are the concepts? What are the major concepts to learn? And we are going to create some tables and we are going to insert the data, insert and bulk insert, okay, or bulk load, how it is going to happen. Okay, this is the concept we are going to talk about today. So before going to talk about SQL, okay, so first we need to talk about what is database and what is schema. Okay, so any idea what is database? So it's like always interactive sessions. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can stop me in the middle and you can ask me. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, no worries. So database is nothing but it's a storage location. Okay, so there are many definitions. Sorry. It is a storage location. It is a storage location. We can store data. So what kind of data? It's like structured data, semi-structured, or unstructured data. Unstructured data. Or else we can call it as, okay, so database is nothing but it's a collection of data. Simple definition, okay? It's a collection of data. We are going to call it as database. Suppose you can take banks, okay? So we are in banks, what we are going to do? So we are going to create the users, right? Okay, or customers, okay, whatever you can call it as, okay, create user. So what will happen whenever you are going to fill that form, okay, create user, so automatically, so there is an API, so it is going to store it into database, okay, database. Now if you talk about Instagram, how the reels are coming, so we are going to fetch the data from database. So there we are storing images, videos, okay, so this kind of data. Now, if you talk about any organization, XYZ organization, okay, so there we are storing employee data, sales data, etc. Okay, so projects data, whatever it is. So database is nothing but it's a collection of data, or else it is a storage location. Okay, it's a storage location. We can store the data. What kind of data we can store? Structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Okay, so this is about database. This is about database. Now, okay, I'll give you syntax also here, for example. Okay, I want to create database. Sorry. I want to create database. See, the name itself, it is there. Create database, database name. Okay, I want to create database name called, okay. So for my bank, okay, or else I want to create e-commerce database. Okay, Ecomm database, or else bank database. So this is my name, okay, database name. So whatever you want, you can keep it. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay. So what is the syntax? Create database and database name. Database name. We'll see it in a practical mode. Don't worry. Just try to understand the theory. first. Okay, create database and database. Okay, the database name can be anything. That's very simple. Now, okay, we are creating the database. Inside the database, we can have tables, right? Okay, let me show you here. Just you can assume this is my database. Okay, this is my database. So in my database, I'm going to call it as, okay, bank. Bank is my database. So database contains, okay, it contains tables. Okay, we'll talk about schema later. First, we'll talk about table. So what is table again? Table is nothing but collection of rows and columns. Collection of rows and columns. I'll give you the definition, don't worry. Okay, this is my table, suppose. Okay, this is my table. Collection of rows and columns. Okay, you can assume like this. Okay. So in bank database, okay, I want to create one table called customer, employee, and loan. Okay, there are three tables it is available. Okay, there are three tables it is available. So you can assume this database, they are going to use it for, suppose, Hdfc. Okay, so we have different banks. It's like ICICI is there, SBI is there. Okay, IndusInd is there. Okay, we have different banks. Okay, they want to create, okay, they want to store their data into same database. So what will happen? So here it is going to mix up. Okay, Hdfc database. Okay, they're going to store 1, 2, 3 some customer names. Okay, or employee data, everything they have stored in the same database. But again, if ICICI or SBI, they want to create with the same database, it is not possible. Sorry, not database. If they want to create same table name, it is not possible. Okay, so they want to create with a different name, but my requirement is I want to use the same tables. So how to do it? So that's where schema. Okay, schema is nothing but it's a list of logical structure of the data. Okay, logical structure of the schema. Logical structure of the data. Okay, logical structure of the data. Suppose we have a bank, right? We have a bank for Hdfc. For Hdfc, we have customer table and employee table and loan table. Okay, here we are storing the data, but same ICICI or ICIC, whatever it is. So they want to create same table name within same database. It is not possible. I'll show you. Okay, within same database, we cannot create duplicate. Okay, we cannot create duplicate tables. So that's where schema came into the picture. First, what we need to do? First, we need to create schemas. Then you can create the tables. Then you can create tables. Okay, how it is going to work? Let's see now. This is one diagram, right? Okay. So if you observe here, This is my database. So bank is my database. Okay, it's not okay. So bank is my database. So inside this bank, what happened? So we are going to create separate schemas because one database we cannot create same tables. So that's why what we can do is, okay, we can create schema name called, okay, this is my schema. It's for SBI. It's for HDFC. It's for ICICI. So inside this, what you can do, you can create 3 different tables. So these tables, okay, one is for employee and another one is for customers. So same like, okay, these are the tables you can assume. So what is going to happen? I'm going to create customer table here, employee table here. So here we are logically segregating or separating, okay, loans, customer, employee, and loan. So customer table, employee, and loan. So what is the database here? My database is bank. So inside this bank database, how many schemas it is available? There are 3 schemas. One is SBI and another one is HDFC, then ICICI. So after segregating into schemas, they can create their own tables. See, customer name, here also it is available, here also it is available, here also it is available. It is going to accept because this is separate logical representation. This one is separate and this one is separate. So that is where schemas came into the picture. Suppose if you are having one database and without schema, okay, you cannot create duplicate tables. You cannot create duplicate tables or same tables. Okay, you can say same tables we cannot create. Now let's see it in a practical mode, how to create database and how to create schemas. Okay, so here in order to create schema, see again simple, create schema, schema name, that's it. It's very simple. See, it's like common English language. Okay, it's like common English language. Okay, in order to first we'll create database and then we'll create schema. Then we'll create schema. So how to log in into Snowflake? Okay, what you need to do? Just type app.snowflake.com. App.snowflake.com. So sign into different account. Okay, I want to sign in with different account. So how to get your URL? Okay, so as soon as if you create an account, okay, in your email you can able to see your username. Okay, login URL. So take that URL the very first time. Okay, log in with that. Click on sign in. So here you need to provide your username. So whatever the username you have given. So the password you need to enter. So don't save any passwords. Okay. Skip for now. Now, here I want to create one database. Okay. Click on plus create here. Click on SQL worksheet. Click on SQL worksheet. Okay. If you observe here, so in the left hand side, we have 3 databases, but I want to create my own database. So how to create it? Create database, create database, bank. Just select this one, press Control Enter, press Control Enter, or Control plus Enter, or what you can do, you can select this one. So here we have run option. Okay. So click on this run option. See, database bank successfully created. If you do refresh here, now one database is created. So the default schema is public. Okay. First we'll work with public now. Now, just observe. So I want to create one table. Create table. My table name called employee. Okay. Create table employee. Now, what is the column name? EMP employee ID. Now, I want to keep it in a string. Okay. Or you want to keep it in an integer or number. Okay. We'll talk about data types later. Okay. That's not a problem. Just try to understand this one. EMP ID and number. So just EMP name. That is fine. EMP name is the string. Okay. So now I have created my table. I have created my table. So it is present in public. Okay, employee it is. Now here, the HDFC people, okay, they want to store their information. Okay. So they can store it. That's not a problem. But I want to create the same table for SBI or different bank. Okay. I want to create the same table name. Okay. They are going to create it. Just see now what is the issue. See, object employee already exists. Okay. Object employee already exists. Yes, you can create with a different name, suppose employee SBI, but I don't want to keep my organization name here, but I want to keep as the same name. Okay. So how to do it? So that's where schema came into the picture. Now you can create the schema. Create schema SBI. Create schema SBI. So now one schema is created. Now I want to create another schema for HDFC. HDFC. Yes, you can create your own schemas. So if you do refresh, just do refresh here. See, HDFC is there, SBI is there. Okay. So inside this, we need to create my employee table. How to create that? Now, it's very simple. Either you can select from drop down bank or HDFC, or what we can do, create table. So this is my database name, bank. Then my schema name, HDFC. Then employee. Okay, I want to create another table, bank dot HDFC. So not HDFC, SBI dot employee. So here I want to keep again some salary also. Yes, we can do that. So that is the advantage That is the advantage of, okay, see here, HDFC employee I have created. Now I have created employee table for both SBI and HDFC. So if you refresh here, you can able to see employee here also it is there, and just to refresh, see employee here also it is available. Okay, so this is how you can create databases and schemas. If you type, I want to see how many tables are available, show tables. Okay, show tables. See, what is the database name? Bank. What is the schema name? HDFC. But I want to change my schema. Yes, from the drop down, you can change it to SBI or public. Now show tables. Okay, so it's like basic English language. Okay, it's like basic English language. Now you know how to create database and how to create schema. How to create schema. Now we'll talk about SQL. SQL. So what is SQL? SQL is nothing but, observe carefully, structured query language. See, most of the people are saying, okay, SQL is a database. SQL is a database. That is totally wrong. Okay, SQL is a database. This is wrong. It is not a database. SQL is a structured query language. Why we are using this structured query language? In order to communicate, with any database. In order to communicate with any database, we are going to use SQL. So that is the significance of SQL. Okay, in order to communicate. Okay, so how we are communicating? So in English we are communicating, right? The same way, if you want to communicate with any databases, we need SQL. SQL is not a database. SQL is not a database. Okay, SQL is not a database. Keep in mind. Okay, I can see in most of the interviews, if I ask SQL, even most of the students, they were saying like, okay, I know SQL. Then what is SQL? SQL is a database. So that is totally wrong. In order to communicate, SQL is a structured query language. In order to communicate with any database, we are going to use SQL. What kind of communication? Okay, I'll keep it here. C or, okay, C or UD, CRUD operations. C means create. Create what we are going to create. Create databases, create schema, or create insert, okay. Insert tables, create tables, okay. Insert data. Create tables. Okay. C means, okay, there are, C means create. R means
Read.
read. Read or fetch, okay. Is the data. U means update. So this kind of, okay, update. D means delete. See, if you take any application, okay, if you take any e-commerce website, so how the orders is going to display? So first they need to create, right? Okay, they need to create orders. Then what we are doing, just we are fetching those values. Then what is update? Suppose I want to update employee details. Okay, I want to add address. I want to update my phone number, email ID. Okay, then the employee is leaving from organization, so they are going to delete from database. Okay, so these kind of operations. Okay, simply you can remember CRUD operations. Okay, CRUD operations. It's like this and all we are going to call it as data manipulations. Okay, data manipulation. Okay, So it's like common English language. Okay, common English. See, the basics is very, very important. So that is the reason I'm teaching from beginning. Okay. So what is database and what is schema? What is SQL? Okay, this is very, very important. Again, SQL is nothing but structured query language. It's not a database. In order to communicate with any database, we are going to use SQL. What kind of communication? We are going to perform CRUD operations. That's it. It's like a common English language. If you know basic English, okay, if you know basic English, suppose if you are able to understand basic English, then that is enough. You can able to easily learn this. So that is the reason. Here you can see, right? I want to create database. The name itself, it is there. Create database, database name. I want to create schema name. I want to create table, create table, table name. That's it. That's very simple. Okay. So here, in order to communicate with databases, okay, what are the databases? Okay, it is available in the market. Databases or RDBMS, relational database management systems in the market. Okay. So we have MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, Sybase. Okay, there are many in the market. Okay, Sybase. So coming to MongoDB, Cosmos. So these are all databases, but the functionality is same. See how we are using phones. Even if you talk about phones, we have Nokia is there, Samsung is there. It's like different types of phones it is available, but the purpose is same, but little bit features are different. That's it. Okay, little bit features are different. See why we are using MySQL and Oracle and Postgres and Sybase and MongoDB and Cosmos and Snowflake. Okay, so why we are using? The purpose is same, storing the data, but there might be some syntax is different. Suppose if you are going to use, if you want to create our data types might be different. Okay, something like this. Okay. Now, so here mainly you are going to learn. So this is the roadmap for SQL. Okay, this is the roadmap for SQL. So this is the SQL. So we have sub languages of SQL. So we have mainly 5 types. Okay, mainly 5 types. DDL, DML. Okay, DDL, data definition language. Okay, in order to create tables. Okay, in order to create tables or rename it, okay, we are going to use DDL. DML, insert, update, and delete. So DQL, data retrieval language. So mainly we have only select operation. So our work is, 70% of the work we are going to doing by using select operations only. Then we have DCL. It's like grant and revoke. Suppose I want to create different users. I want to provide permissions. Then we are going to use grant and revoke. TCL, transaction control. It's like commit. Okay. So you want to save the data permanently. So we have operators here also like and, or, not. Okay. And we have functions. Numeric functions are there, stream functions, datetime functions. So we have data types, numeric, string, date and type. Okay. So this is the roadmap. You are going to learn SQL first 5 days. Okay. Starting from today. Then once it is completed, then we are going to talk about Snowflake. Okay. Snowflake. See, now even we are working in a Snowflake environment only. So here only we are going to create it. But the actual concepts, if you want to learn, then you need SQL. So that is the reason. So first, how to create database, how to create schema, and how to create tables. So that's what we are learning. Then coming to SQL here, we have sub languages. So what are the different types of sub languages it is available, or different SQL commands you can say. Okay, we have DDL, DML, TCL, DQL, and DCL. Okay. DDL, data definition language. Create, alter, drop, truncate. Okay. DML, insert, update, and delete. There is one more thing, I think, merge, I think. Okay. I didn't add here. Okay. Merge. Then commit, save point, rollback. DQL, select. DCL, grant and revoke. Slowly, you are going to learn all these concepts. If you don't know also, that is fine. You are going to learn step by step. You're going to learn step by step. Now, as part of DDL, okay, as part of DDL, today, just we'll see how to create table, and I'll insert some values, I mean, by using normal process. And we have Snowflake, right? How to insert bulk data or bulk loading, that we can see. That we can see. Okay, I have data with loans. So this is my loans data. Okay. Now you know how to create table and how to create schema. So where I want to create my loan table, just observe here. I want to create my loan table in Hdfc. So what you need to do, first of all, so here you need to select bank, and here also you need to select Hdfc. Or else what we can do, so we have a command called use database. Suppose I want to change it, I mean, I want to query my ViTech database. Okay, use database ViTech. Just run this one. Okay, use database. I want to use this database. Just observe here. See, in the top it is changed. There are two options. Either you can use drop down or you can use commands. Use database. Use database. Now I want to use database as bank. Okay. So inside this bank, what you want to use? Bank dot Hdfc. So this is one option. No, I don't want to use this. Okay, use database. Then schema, right? Okay. Use database bank. I don't want to write any keywords or comments. Then you can go directly bank and type Hdfc. Now you are in. So this is very, very important. Where you are in. Okay. Where you are in. Or else, while writing the queries, you have to specify. While writing the queries, you have to specify. Now we are going to see how to create loan table. Okay. I want to create table called loan. Okay. Loan payments. So this is my table name. So what are the columns? I want to create it. Loan ID, loan status, principal amount, terms, effective date, something like this. Okay. Just let me copy this first. Let me copy this. So these are my columns. So how to create table? See, create table. See the name itself, it is there. Create table, my table name, loan payments, loan payments. Now what you can do, just copy paste all the columns. What are the columns you want, just copy paste it, or you can type it. Okay. Loan ID, just give commas here. I'll tell you loan ID, comma, enter. Then comma, there is one more enter. Principal amount, enter. Terms, it is enter. See, you can write it in a single line. That's not a problem at all. Okay. Now it is age, education, and gender. So these are my columns. These are my columns. Okay, cool. Now, what kind of data you want to store it? So that is where data types came into the picture. What kind of data type? So we have data types, okay? Data types. Now, number, characters. So numbers means it will come from 1 to 9 or 0 to 9. Okay. Now it is, so how we can define this number? So number is one of the data type, or else you can use int. Okay. So we have varchar. So it's like varchar in the sense it is going to store characters as well as numbers. It is going to store characters as well as numbers. So you can use varchar, but so here in Snowflake we have a string. So instead of using varchar, you can use string also. See, these two it is going to support. Varchar also it is going to support. String it is going to support. We have a float. Float in the sense, suppose is there any decimal values? We have a date. Okay. Next class we are going to see detail. Okay, about data type. So today it's a demo session, right? Okay, just simply I'll create one table and let's see what are the features. I mean, okay. Now loan ID. Just everything I'm going to keep it as string here. Okay, loan status, string, principal, it's a string, terms. So this one I'm going to keep it as integer. Effective date, as of now, I will keep it as string. Due date also string. So because the data is not in the same format, okay, that is the reason. So instead of date, you can give, okay, string, just do it, string. Age, it is an integer. Education, it is a string. Gender, I'm going to keep it as string here. Okay. Now let me create the table. See, the table is created successfully. Now I want to see whether the table is created or not. We have DSC. DSC is nothing but describe table name. Describe table name. See, the columns are created. If it is string, may see varchar. So this many bytes it is going to store. This many bytes. So number up to 38 digits if you use integer. Okay. So this is about table is created. Now just see, I want to insert the data again. Okay. Insert table. Okay. Insert into loan payments. Insert into loan payments. Just observe carefully. Insert into loan payments. Now you need to specify the columns. What are the columns it is available? So it is separated with comma. Okay, terms, effective date, due date, paid off. Okay, age, duration, and gender. Okay, now. So what kind of values you want to store it? Now you need to provide values here. Now let me take this. Just simply I'll copy. So if it is string, definitely you need to keep it into single quotes, comma, single quotes, comma. So terms, principal, right? Okay, principal we have given as a string. Okay, terms. Okay, it's fine. So this is also string we have given, comma. See, like this, suppose you want to prepare a data for 100 records. See, for one record, it is going to take for 1 minute. 1 minute. So if it is 100 records, how much time it is going to take? 100 minutes you want to take, okay? And you have to prepare this data. Somewhere, suppose there is any comma is going to miss or something. Okay, let me try to insert this. Unexpected due date. Okay, there is no comma here. See, these kind of issues will occur. Okay, cool. Unexpected 30. There is 30. Okay, there is no comma here. Insert value list does not match column list. Expected 11 but got 10. Okay, super. Okay, past due is not available. Past due, period of time. See, this kind of issues will occur. Okay, if you do it in a manual process. Position here, 256. age. Okay. Now let's see. For inserting one record, it is going to take at least 2 minutes. Okay. Now I want to prepare at least for, okay, you can assume for 10 records, what you need to do? You need to copy it for 10 times and you have to modify the entire data. You have to modify this. Okay, you have to modify this, all the values. You have to take one by one. Okay, you have to take one by one and you have to write manually. You have to write manually. So instead of doing this, what we can do is, okay, let's see now how many records are there. So if you want to fetch data, select star from table name. Select star from table name. So we have one record. So if we have 10 records, that is fine. If you have 100 records, okay, you're going to spend 100 minutes and you're going to do it. If you have 1 million records, 1 million records into your Excel sheet, or you want to insert it, is it a good way to practice? I mean, no. So this is not a good practice. So that is the reason Snowflake, we have a bulk loading option. Okay. So what we can do here? So where I want to insert my data, bank and Hdfc. Okay, cool. Go to tables. We have a loan payment here. If you click 3 dots, okay, load data, click on browse, go to your file data location. Okay, observe carefully, click on next, select file format. What is our file format? CSV. Okay, so header, I want to skip first line. First line contains header, right? Okay, I want to skip this. Okay, skip first line. Field delimiter is comma. Okay, comma separated values. Click on load. See how many rows are inserted? Within 1 minute, I have inserted 500 rows. Within 1 minute. Even I didn't write any queries. Okay. Now, let's see. Select star from loan payments. We have a data. Now, I want to export this data. So here we can here we have an option called download results. Yes, you can download the results. Download as CSV. You can share this file with some other team or some other person. Okay, they can understand. Okay, if they want to perform any calculations, yes, they can do. Even if you want to do any data cleanup, you want to add some data, it's very easy to add it here instead of doing update queries, instead of writing insert queries. Okay, so that is the beauty of Snowflake here. So the lot of work we are going to reduce. Okay, lot of work, lot of manual work. Okay, lot of manual work we are going to reduce here. So these kind of logics you are going to learn. And also there is one more feature. Suppose now you can see the difference between okay, that we'll see later. Now I'm going to I have deleted my records. Just say no. Delete from loan payments. Okay, the entire data it is deleted, but I want to roll back. Yes, definitely we can do this. Okay, so here we have query ID, right? Okay, there is a concept called time travel. Okay, you can recover the data whatever you have deleted. So unfortunately I have deleted my entire table. Okay, entire table data. Now let me load the records once again. Select file format. Let us skip first line. Okay, field delimiter comma, then load it. Okay, it is done. Now I'm going to drop table name. See, if you do delete, what will happen? It will delete only the data. It will only delete the data. Okay, if you do drop, it will delete the data. It will delete table data as well as table structure. Okay, table structure. So now let me delete this. Drop table. It is deleted. If you go to select star from loan payments, earlier you can able to see the columns. See now you can, now you are getting the compilation error. It's like loan payment does not exist or not authorized. Okay. So unfortunately, by mistake, I have deleted. I mean, I dropped the table. I want to recover my table. Yes. So in Snowflake, we have an undrop table loan payment. Okay. Undrop table loan payment. So you don't need to connect with admin team. Okay. You can recover the tables. See now, you can able to see this data. Whatever I did, draw. Okay. So there are a lot of features it is available. Okay. We are going to talk one by one. Okay. We are going to talk one by one from Monday onwards. So now your task is like, I'll give you this URL in the video description. What you can do, just you can create these tables. The script, everything it is available here. Just you need to copy paste and you have to create the tables first. Just to create the tables. Don't insert any values. Just create the tables. Yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining. Happy learning.